Welcome back, True Seeker. The spinal tap joke is back in the news. It's always the drummer. This time it is Bob Bryar of My Chemical Romance, who first performed with the band on the album The Black Parade. And fittingly, his premature death was announced on Black Friday. And of course, he's dead at the age of 44, a very fateful age, as we'll get to for the, I don't even know, 10,000th time at least. But let's start with the drummer part. Again, if you're new here, the practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah, and that practice is called Gematria. And there's a song out there called Gematria, the Killing Name by the metal band Slipknot. There's also a song out there called Murder by Numbers by the Police, where the lyrics are, killing is as simple as A, B, C is 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, drummer equates to 38, just like his stage name, Bob Bryar, equates to 38, just like Black Parade equates to 38 again. He was on their best-selling album, The Black Parade, and announced dead on Black Friday. They said they found his body on the 27th, 2 days earlier, but the news did not break until Black Friday. And they're also saying he has not been seen since November 4th, prior to his body being found. If you're new here, the base ciphers of the English language for decoding the words into numbers are the alphabetic order forwards and backwards, and forwards and backwards with numerology applied. There's 4 base ciphers of the English language. Notice, murder equates to 38 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse. And in case you are new here, the movie poster for Murder by Numbers, same title as the song by the Police. You can see what they do with the words. They change the E to a 3 and a B to an 8. No other letters are changed to numbers, so you have this 3883. We're going to talk about how the name Bob Bryar equates to 38 and 83, just like the word murder equates to 38 and 83. The word murder also equates to 79. Bob Bryar was born in 1979, and you can see how the orange numbers around the words are 7 and 9. The other murder value out of the 4 base ciphers is 34. His body was found 34 days before his birthday. So all 4 values of murder are connected to the death of Bob Bryar. And again, 4 base ciphers, as just explained, murder has the 38 and 83 connections. The song by the Police came out in 83. Sandra Bullock's the star of the movie. Her and Ryan Gosling both had deaths connected to them a little more than a year back, if you'll recall. Sandra Bullock's lover, and then Gosling from the Kinks died as Ryan Gosling's Barbie was the top movie, and they were both 38 rituals, as we covered at the time. They're the 2 stars in Murder by Numbers, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling, before he was as famous. But again, all these words have the 38 connection. Killing, death, R.I.P. Again, Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. There's the song Gematria, the Killing Name. Gematria, English, comes from Kabbalah, 38, etc., etc. Agatha Christie also has the novel The ABC Murders, which equates to 79, like murder. Again, Bob Bryar, born in 79. So coming back, Bob Bryar was also on the My Chemical Romance album that was a recording of live shows, but the first new studio album they recorded was The Black Parade, but the first album he's on recording live shows was called Life on the Murder Scene. Life on the Murder Scene, for this to end up as his fate. And then with regards to being dead at 44, I was just on that CT show educating them about 44 and killing all throughout history. One of their panelists thought it was pure schizophrenia, and then he got put in his place and he kind of backed down. But here it is just days later. I was just having that conversation with him days ago, teaching about 44 and ritualistic killing. But now we got Bob Bryar at 44. Again, in Gematria, execution equals 44, like kill. The day his body was found, November 27th, 2024, was a date with 82 numerology. The Black Parade, when you run it in reverse, is 82, the day his body was found. Again, first studio album he's on. And that date also had a life lesson number of 46 and an abbreviated numerology path of 62. Again, if you're new here, it's just all basic mathematics. We do the same thing every day. I get tired of people coming through who don't take the time to understand, saying things like, oh, you're just manipulating to make it equal whatever you need it to. No, these dates can only have certain numbers assigned to them. You cannot manipulate it into whatever you want. These are perfect rituals that go on every day. Body found on 82 date numerology. The life lesson number for that day is 46. Genesis 46 is about sacrifice. The word execution has the 46 when you run it in reverse as opposed to 44 forwards, is age of death. The abbreviated path, 11 plus 27 plus 24, November 27, 24, 62. Both numbers show up a lot in ritualistic deaths in the entertainment world. And again, keep in mind the word Torah equates to 62. Genesis is the first book of the Torah. Genesis 46 is about sacrifice. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words and studied within the Torah traditionally. Again, it's very, and historically that's in Hebrew, but you can see it's very much the same in English. And again, his body was found on the 27th, very fateful number for dead rock stars, typically connected to drug overdoses. My Chemical Romance is a name that has to do with chemical addiction, drug addiction. So dead on the body found on the 27th. And again, here's the 4 base ciphers of murder. Alphabetic order 79, that's his year of birth. 34 with numerology applied, found dead 34 days before his birthday. And then 83 and 38 in reverse, just like his name, Bob Bryar's 83 and 38. Again, Murder by Numbers in 83, the song. The movie poster encodes the same 2 numbers right on the poster. The first live studio album, I forgot to put the screenshot up here. He was part of this Life on the Murder Scene. From that March 21st release date to, well, the anniversary of that release date to his body being found, or excuse me, to the last day that he was seen alive. That's what it was. The last day he was seen alive, November 4th. That was 228 days later. In Sumerian Gematria, multiplying the alphabetic order times 6, death is 228. Another fateful pattern. And November 4th is also interesting because you can write that date 4/11, and that number is connected to assassinations, kind of like JFK shot from 411 Elm Street. But finally, the last part, Robert Corey Bryar, his full name, has that 86 value. 86 means to get rid of. Both human sacrifice and blood sacrifice equate to 86 as well. So RIP to Bob Bryar. And, I always just wonder, had more of the world helped get out this information over the last 11 plus years that we've been putting it out, I wonder if we would have seen these kind of patterns slow down. Or, you know what? Maybe they are slowing down. Maybe we are making a slight difference, but maybe it could be a lot bigger difference if more people acknowledge it. The reason I say maybe it is slowing down is it seems like we cover dead drummers in 38 all the time over the years, but man, I feel like it's been at least a year since I covered a dead drummer in 38, which in a sense might be some kind of progress. Anyhow, still RIP to Bob Bryar, and more people should look into what we're talking about because this is clearly going on in the world of entertainment. So many young people gone way too soon, and it really is the same numbers over and over. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we were up 38, 44, and 46, or even 86, all in one person's death. It happens all the time. All right, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Thank you to everyone who's liked and the share. Don't forget my actual website is where I usually post before I present, and that is GematriaEffect.News. Till next time.